Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video is going to be about the Orea Z1. The Orea Z1 is one of the newest brewers on the market and it's doing some pretty interesting things with zero bypass brewing. I've had it for about a week now, and in this video I want to talk you through what it is, how it works, and a few of my early thoughts. This isn't a full review video, it's more of like a first look, especially if you're as curious as I am about new coffee equipment. Some of you will already know Orea by some of their low bypass products that they've already released. Some of those have been used in a few popular brewing competitions like the WBC or the World Brewers Cup. But the thing is, things can be quite complex at that level. But I love what Orea says about the Z1 and their overall approach to making or manufacturing coffee equipment. So they say over here, it's our job to bring you the best tasting experience with the least effort, which I believe Orea is on its way to doing with the Z1. Now, their claim to fame or the main feature of the Z1 is that it is the first fast zero bypass brewer. I say that with quotation marks or an asterisk because their objective is doing zero bypass brewing in under 6 to 8 minutes. This concept of reducing bypass is something that they are quite passionate about, and I actually really love how they explain this concept. Now, again, I'm going to read straight from their website and how they describe this concept. They say over here, imagine baking an apple, but 10% of your apples are not ripe and 60% are overripe. The overall pie may still taste okay, or sometimes interesting, but overall taste will be a little bit off. Bypass does the same by introducing a big portion of bad quality extraction into the mix. Now, I know some of you at this point, you're wondering, okay, that's great, but what do you get in the box? So, what you get in the box, you get a base, a funnel, the Mellow Drip adapter, a nifty little bag, guides, and this really cool Orea sticker. So it's not really super clear on when the Orea Z1 was released, but in the UK, it's already sold out. If you're trying to get your hands on the Z1, you might have to wait a little while because it's on pre-order. But enough of the chit chat. What are the main features of the Orea Z1? So it features a drip assist, which is called the Mellow Drip. I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but the point or the concept behind the Mellow Drip is to diffuse water as it comes into contact with the coffee bed. One of the things that I really like about the Mellow Drip in this case is that it means that you don't have to have a gooseneck kettle to use the Z1. Accessibility and approachability is something that I really admire in product design. So hats off to the team at Orea for this one. So the design, the short chamber is designed that way to reduce agitation and to support flow rate. So it uses, I think it's Sybarist filter papers, which means that it's not necessarily cross-compatible with the AeroPress, but if you want to look at why they made this decision, you can check out on their website. But the claim is that the Sybarist filter papers are superior to the traditional AeroPress filter papers. That being said, it's not all doom and gloom. They do mention on their website that they tried to use traditional AeroPress filter papers, but in their opinion, it didn't work as well as the Sybarist filter papers. But if you fancy yourself as a bit of a scientist, you can try with AeroPress filter papers too. Or if you just find yourself in a position where you do not have these Sybarist filter papers, I'm pretty sure an AeroPress filter paper will be kind of okay. You do need to purchase the travel pack separately, but you can respect the product design fitting quite neatly into a bag and just being quite compatible with travel. They say that you also do not need to pre-wet the filter paper. So maybe that's one of the reasons for choosing the Sybarist filter paper. And they also mention that it is cross-compatible with the Hario switch. I do just want to say though, this is not me knocking gooseneck kettles. I do think you'll get the best results if you do have a gooseneck kettle, but I can admire the product design and the approachability of the Mellow Drip. Now, as much as I love the Orea Z1, I do not think it is a product that would make me change my complete coffee routine, but I will say I've only used it for a week, and I'm sure with more time that I will begin to enjoy it more. Again, so it's clear, I really enjoy the Z1. I just need to use it for a little bit longer to wrap my head around it and to formulate my opinion on it. But I will say that I think it is something worth adding to your collection if you are someone who is collecting coffee equipment. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, enjoy brewing coffee and stay tuned for the next video.